Hello everyone and welcome back, and today we will be racing the French Grand Prix at Paul Ricard Circuit. And I'm looking over strategies at the moment. 53 laps to run. They are long laps, starting 7th and 10th with Lando and Daniel. We're going to be getting about 17 laps, maybe even 15 on the softs if we push them really hard. On the mediums, we're looking at 26, 27, and then on the hards, 52, so 35-ish. So I think we need to go hard medium. And then if I push them really hard, that's at 52, so that's 34, and then that's really marginal. There's no two-stop strategies. I don't think this is gonna go well for us. I think I have to go. This is the time I hope for a safety car, I guess. What's the circuit info here? How much slower is the hard tire? Not slow at all. Okay. We're really hoping for a safety car. What's the medium tire run life like? 25. So I have to pit on like lap 20 and hope to go to the end. Oh, that's rough. It crosses the threshold about 3 laps to the end. Okay, let's try that. Probably going to have to adjust on the fly. Going to overtake with Daniel, and he can go aggressive, but he can't go full bore on them. This might be a race where we just have to kind of run our own race. Although I really like the setups.
We have beautiful blue skies overhead as the drivers line up on the grid.
Honestly.
And there's Lando Norris. Not as close to the front as they might have wished for, but we know the race order can change a lot during those first few corners.
Really hoping
And behind them,
that
it's Ricciardo. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway.
safety car would help.
Everything's been building to this.
Rain might help. I don't know.
And here we go with the French Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
And we're off. I don't think anybody would be on the softs in this case. Yeah, no.
That was good.
Ricardo is one of 10 drivers on the hards, 10 drivers
McLaren
on
are
the
flying
medium.
now.
Daniel making up a bunch of
Good job.
spots.
Let's keep going.
One of them being Lando's, which isn't ideal, but
Okay, mate. Good job.
I'll let them
And
go
McLaren with a great overtake.
to the end of this lap. And then I'll go neutral on the battery and slightly less aggressive on the tires. A little too much curve there, Daniel, but he's more aggressive. I can appreciate that. He's doing what I told him to do.
Okay, keep looking after the tyre. Okay.
So Lando's pit window, 17 laps on top, cards to the end. Daniels is, so I need about 20 more laps on the mediums from Lando. Then we'll go hards to the end. And then 30 more laps from Daniels hards, mediums for the last 22, 23 laps.
DRS enabled. DRS.
Red Bull gained a place.
Max moving up the field here. Here's what our lap times look like compared to those surrounding us. Not bad, not great. It's probably because of the amount of squabbling that we have going on. Honestly. Red Bulls aren't our fight. Ferraris look
Red Bull
dominant.
moves up.
Alpine and Mercedes is scare though, particularly after coming off the last race. Pace is marginal, really. Verstappen has caught Ocon, he's caught Russell, he's pulling away. He's probably getting a tow from his teammate as well. I think we're just kind of in our own pack kind of race here. I'm just gonna let it run a little bit because there's not much that we need to do when we're stuck in the train like this. I need 27 laps from Ricciardo, 17 from Lando. So let's keep an eye on the tires because we knew this one stop was going to be marginal at best. Lando has passed Ricciardo and now he's closing on the others. I do think he's, as usual, the faster of the two cars. Ricciardo just got off the line really, really well and made up about 4 spots. But I don't think he was necessarily slow enough to be blocking us, so to speak. So we'll see. Yeah, Norris has passed Ocon.
McLaren gain a position.
And he's coming up on Russell, which unfortunately is the front of that train. Which means we wouldn't be picking up DRS anymore. I wouldn't mind if he... I was going to say I wouldn't mind if he held
and
back
McLaren
a little,
with a
but
great overtake.
There he goes. And Russell's going to get us here. Or not. Alright. He's running better. Like 138.6 is really nice. The grip has improved. Verstappen has passed Perez and Hamilton. He's now at the front of that pack.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Nobody's on the soft, so I don't expect any pit stops yet, but we could see some teams starting to pit the next 5 laps to go hards to the end because They seem to be really aggressive with their first
Oh, did
stop.
someone run wide there?
Latifi. Nobody can break away from this pack. It's the top 5 and then the next 7 and then Alonso just kind of chilling.
Mercedes moved up a place.
Yeah, Russell gets Lando. But that's not so bad because we get DRS again. And we took him again. And then George got us again. So that's going to be kind of what this is.
It's a race position gained from Mercedes.
Need 9 more laps from Lando and 19 from Daniel. Daniel's at 75. Norris 60%. Okay, I think he's gonna make it. Hards to the end is a little bit of a risk, but right now we're double points. Car looks solid, if not showing we qualified where we should have with the grid penalties taken into account. I kind of like Ricardo to get by Ocon and give Lando some help. But we're all kind of squabbling amongst ourselves here. Running very, very similar lap times. We are not gaining ground. And the pack behind us is not gaining ground on us. So it really... We've dropped Tsunoda. But we're not quite dropping anybody else. We're not running fast enough. We're getting to 50%. He's got 5 laps left in his window. Daniel has 15. So when it goes to 1 lap, I'll go back to the race. There we go. Let's get a better look.
McLaren with a great overtake.
Pitted. I saw 1 or 2, but really nobody else. Which concerns me slightly. Lando's definitely going for an undercut here. There's Alonso in. Alonso is in. We are in our pit window, but I think I can go another...
This is really good.
3 laps or so. And hopefully these pit stops break up this pack a little bit. Then we can see who has the fastest car in a clean air type of situation. Where would we come out? Probably in that Mick Schumacher Albon gap. How's everybody managing our tires?
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Unfortunately, better than us by the looks of things. I think we're in decent shape on fuel, though. He's gonna try and get George here, and he is gonna get George here, but we're just kind of swapping places. Daniel needs another 9.
McLaren gain a position.
Out of these tires. George is gonna get us again, I think. Yeah. Maybe. We're still holding in there, and we squeezed them out. And Verstappen in the pits from the lead. Very briefly. Oh, he's two-stopping, I think. Because, yeah, he has to be two-stopping because he just put softs on. And there's no way, absolutely no way, even conserving.
Mercedes moved up a place.
He put hards on. I was gonna say, there's no way you can make softs go to the end. So I think I've picked basically the lap I expect everybody else to pick. Gap and come out in some clean air and see what we can do from these hards to the end. Hakan comes in, Bottas comes in. Push on fuel. Push on fuel, we are in the window. Which means we are going hard tire to the end. Sonoda's in. Mick Schumacher's in. Akon's coming out.
Sonoda boxed.
Bottas also coming out. Question is, can I come out ahead of those guys? That's the goal. push this train to the line. I imagine some of these guys are going to be coming into the pits behind me. The Russells, the Gasleys. Claire is in. Science is not. Claire likely to come out ahead of that group, I think.
Leclerc has pitted.
I feel like this is a long pit lane. Good stop, good stop. Very good. And now we just gotta go to the end. Show is pitting. Where is Ocon? We're gonna come out ahead of Ocon. I think. Where are we? Where are we? Yes!
Big lifts.
Confirm. Okay, I had a walk out.
Oh, Daniel.
Copy. Yellow flags where you are.
Oh, man.
Yeah, confirm.
Here's the replay.
How big?
Now look at this. Daniel Ricciardo involved here. It's a lockup. And that could be costly. Alpha Tauri gained a place.
That's one way to give yourself some clean air. So everybody in the race is on a hard tire. So far, we've had a couple of lockups,
That's a lockup.
but of course it's Latifi. Everybody behind Ricciardo has pitted. Everybody in front of Ricciardo has not. So I'm gonna let this run just for a little bit. Both our drivers clean air, but Verstappen's going to pass, and so is Leclerc. I'd rather just let them by. That's not our race.
Red Bull gained a place.
So that's fine. So we're back in that 8th, 9th position. I'm a little scared for Lando, based on tire deg and intervals. Are we gonna come out ahead or behind this group? We are pushing to try and close the gap. And the times look decent. If we can stay in that 137, low 137 zone. distance to the leader is it under 25 seconds. It's 21.4. That's going to be close. So the hard tire window for the wood stop has opened. Oh no, Norris is 41. I'm looking at Ricardo. Yeah, there's no chance we come out ahead of any of those guys. Gasoline, probably. There is a 20-second gap, but I expect Lando to pass him. Ocon's going to be super close. I'll probably come up behind him. Bottas and Alonso, it's kind of where it's at. So I'm just going to let this run, and then when we get to our actual window portion, Verstappen has cleared everybody. Leclerc's being held up. Interesting. Two more laps and then we can go on mediums to the end. Oh no! Oh, I was gonna say something's happened to Sainz. He's pitting. Get off the hard tire. I assume he's gone mediums to the end. I'm curious to see if any of these hard tires are going softs at the end in a few laps. So he came out right in front of Danny Rick, but I don't expect that to be an issue because he's just generally faster than us. But we are picking up DRS off of him, which I appreciate. We are going to be pitting, but hopefully that improves our lap times to the point where we come out ahead of Ocon. Perez is in. He's going mediums as well. Going mediums to the end. Pit this lap. Push.
We're happy to box, happy to box.
Oh,
Okay,
Perez
box
comes
confirmed.
out right in front of us. So we're now kind of at the back of a train. Perez signs in us. So just push, 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 get DRS off of those guys. And then pit for the mediums. Magnussen in. He doesn't really affect our race a bunch. Definitely coming out behind Lando. The question is 10th and 11th, the Ocon Bottas group. Lewis Hamilton is in.
Daniel pit lane.
Okay, understood.
Ricardo in the
Remember the
pits.
pit lane speed limiter.
We want a good stop. It was okay. Not great. Here comes Lando. He's gonna pass us. Ocon's coming down the straight, but we might beat him out. Oh, just barely, but now he's got DRS off of us and he's gonna get us. He's been running some quick laps. Does he need to pit? No. Words can't describe how disappointing that is. Because we're going to be in a battle with him for the rest of our race. For like a point or two.
So this is P10.
And Alonso is going to catch up.
Alpine just
We're going
advanced.
to be squabbling. That's disappointing. He came in early and the undercut worked. So I think Gasly, Russell, and Stroll, they haven't pitted. Those are the three cars to have not hit yet. And the thing about those guys is, oh, and I'm still up on fuel trying to get by him with DRS and I can't do it. That just tells me Alpine probably has a faster car today and is probably better suited for the track itself. Oh, this is making him go the long way. Still kind of in there, but he's not going to get him. We don't get that animation, or we have to abandon the move. Up the battery. Give him some help.
Use overtake.
Okay.
Here comes Russell. Is he going softs to the end at this point?
Good job.
No. Medium tire. He's already finished. Alright. Daniel. No.
Yep. This is my pace.
Okay, Daniel. So this is P10.
It's weird. A few races ago, I would have been really happy with a 7 and 10. But we started 7 and 10. We have not been able to pick up this pace. Oh, I can attack more on these tires, so I still had them on
Let's try and push
aggressive.
Okay, cheers.
Let's get ultra aggressive on these as we can. I think we got the move done that time.
So we are now P9.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Use overtake to defend.
Okay, understood.
chilling on his own. Ocon's trying to get us. Looks like he's going to. We have the inside line there. Alright. Held it through that time. Gasly still hasn't hit. Lando's running his own race. He's 18 seconds behind everybody else. He's 6 seconds ahead of our 6 to 10 seconds ahead of our Russell Ricardo Ocon train. So I can just tell him to go. I'm really interested to watch Pierre here though, because he's the only car in contention that hasn't pit. And at this point, I think you can get softs in. He's in a really fast car today because he has to have been conserving those hard tires. And even on conserved, hard, one-stop tires, he has Mercedes level pace in the AlphaTauri. Here he comes into the pits. This has to be soft tires. Has to be. I think it is. Otherwise, it's just a really bad stop strategy to wait that long. Yeah, softs. The only one on softs for the entirety of this race. Oh, and he comes out ahead of Russell. It's really annoying. Lando comes out ahead, but Ricardo couldn't get by. Back to check on Daniel. Let's see if he's dropped Esteban yet. The answer is a resounding no.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
And Ocon got him. So I'm gonna speed this up slightly. And then with about 5 laps to go, Daniel got him back on DRS. With about 5 laps to go, I
McLaren gain a
will
position.
check in again. I don't think Gasly is going to catch Lando. But I don't know. 13 laps. And what's the variance on times? Gasly ran about as fast that last lap. And he's squabbling with George a little bit. What's the interval? About 6.5 seconds.
Alpine just advanced.
I think it's going to be 6 and 10. 6 and 9 if we're lucky. Because we are not significantly better in pace than any of the cars in front or behind, really.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
Bourne will be happy though. They wanted 5th place in the constructors. 6th and 9th will get us there. Who are the teams that have the points right now? Williams and Aston Martin, obviously. Haas, obviously. Alfa Romeo, no points at the moment. AlphaTauri, Tsunoda's out, Gasly's in. We are better. Alpine, Ocon is in, barely. Fernando's out. So it's really Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, and us. Double points right now. And then AlphaTauri and Alpine have 1 each. Lando's 52% on the tires. That's not great. There's 8 laps to go. Knew it was going to be marginal at the end, but I think we'll be okay. I think they crossed the threshold in about 2 laps before the end, but I'm hoping the pace doesn't drop off quite enough. Daniel probably run to the threshold, but not go past it. It's tricky. Don't really have a lot of extra fuel to play with. More than enough to the end of the race though. Do have battery for no other reason than to stay ahead of some of these guys. Our times aren't bad, but they're not. We're a second behind the top pace, despite our best efforts.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Only question is it going to be 9th or 10th for Daniel? Because he's not catching Russell, and neither Ocon nor him are breaking away from each other. Lap 50. Let's watch it to the end. Daniel has extra. Let's push on fuel. If we can get out of DRS range, we can make it. 4 laps to go for Lando. He's got 40%
So there are
tires.
4 laps to go.
We are out of battery. I don't think we're anywhere close to fastest lap pace. I Why do we have a powertrain warning? Oh, the engine.
So this is P10.
Alpine just advanced.
Lando's just a little worse even. Let's harvest.
Recharge on.
And then
Cheers.
stay behind him for a couple laps, but stay in DRS range. That would be awesome. Take a run. Last lap on this. He took a look even while recharging. Recharge for the last lap. Watch that interval like a hawk. Made the move while we were recharging.
So just keep taking care. You're doing a good job.
McLaren gain a position.
Would have been nice to get that and then get DRS off of that.
Two laps to go.
Drag reduction system, for those who don't know.
Okay, use deploy.
Roger.
Might as well, right? I'm almost tempted to, because I thought
Recharge
that
on is
was gonna be the last lap,
Okay.
but we're gonna make it around again because we haven't lapped.
This is the last lap.
I'd almost prefer to let him bias.
good. Use the overtake button.
Just
Okay.
so we can have that last zone line. And I'm gonna let him use what he needs to use. Lando passing back markers, running his own race. Max Verstappen has won. The Ferraris are going to take the rest of the podium. Leclerc
Max
second.
Verstappen over the finish
Sainz
line
third.
and today's winner.
kilogram of fuel remaining. Here comes Lando. Empty battery over the line. 6th place.
Okay, Lando, that is the
Daniel
checkered
Ricciardo.
flag, so we are boxes.
I think he's gonna make it.
Look at results.
Defending.
Well done, dude.
Yes. Empty battery on the final straight is not what I wanted, but
Take the checkered flag.
We did well. Cheers.
It's a good afternoon. And look after the fuel on the in-lap.
happy with that. Walk up might have cost us a bit. Probably could have gotten by Gasly if we hadn't locked up early in the race. Or gotten out ahead of them during the pit stop. But we managed to stay in front of Ocon. That's...
Lando Norris can be proud. What a fantastic performance from him.
2 points from Ricciardo. And what, 5 points for Lando or more? Let's see.
A fantastic result for McLaren there.
You're completely right, and what a day for all the fans of the team as well.
And after this result, the team is fourth in the constructor standings.
Stay
Next
fourth.
round, we're moving on to an exhilarating circuit. Formula One will be taking to the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Going to Hungary. That might be a good track for us. Max Verstappen, looking like he does every race Sunday. Best lap by a good margin. 0.4 of a second over Carlos Sainz. Starting 9th on the grid, working his way through and making it look relatively simple. Everybody was on a one stop. No rain, no safety car, no nothing. We ended up with 10 points, which I think will expand our lead given how top heavy the board was. Yeah. No points Williams, no points Aston Martin, no points Haas, no points for Alpha today. 4 for AlphaTauri, 1 for Alpine, single point. Alonso not being in the points is a big disappointment for them. 10 for me, 18 Mercedes. So Red Bull gains on Ferrari, but not by enough to make a significant difference in their championship lead. Looks like they're running away from it a bit. Maybe because their strategies are better. Or have improved over what usually happens in the Ferrari garage. I like it. That puts us in a real good spot. Nobody in the driver's standings changes position, although Lando gains some ground on those behind him to keep him in 6th. Daniel Ricciardo with 30 points. As much as I rag on him sometimes, I'd like to see him pass the Alpines by the end of the season, and I think it's possible. Could even get Bottas if he has a really, really good finish. We could have 2 drivers in the top 9 by the end of the year. I don't think Lando's going to get Lewis, but it's not impossible. The 2 Ferrari drivers and the 2 Red Bull drivers are just in a league of their own at the moment. Okay. A development point for Jack and a development point for Daniel. have to pay out Lando's bonus, but not Daniel's. So we actually made more from that race than we did from our win in the last race. Assessment of our performance. I'll show that one off in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.